They say family's everything. Blood's thicker than water. Love conquers all. But family's just the title. Your family is different. Your dynamic is unhealthy. It's toxic. And enough's enough. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to finally break free from your toxic family and walk away and never look back. If you're done playing the role that they created for you, done being deluded and forcing yourself to believe that it's healthy and good for you, then let's work together. Book a free discovery call with me. The link's in the description and pinned comment below to debunk these myths once and for all. Now, in this video, you're going to learn how to end the guilt loop. You're also going to create boundaries that actually mean something and hold, and also build peace outside of the family system and actually create a family of your own that is healthy, happier, and exactly what you deserve. I've been creating content for years about the power of walking away. I've been working with people about toxic families. I've seen it in my own family. I've seen it in others. I've seen everything. Christmases ruined. I've seen careers ruined, relationships. I've seen people in their 50s and older still struggling because of family. I've seen people move halfway across the world and still under the guise and control of a narcissistic parent, sibling, and so on. Today, you watching this video, we end the cycle. We end the abuse. We end the suffering. You don't deserve it. You don't need to go through it anymore. Recently, family came crashing down and burning for me. Not my immediate, but aunts, uncles, cousins. And it happened in a tragic way when I lost my dad. And I saw how despondent, disrespectful, uncaring they were about my family and about what my dad had gone through and the fact that he was no longer here anymore. It was an ugly truth, but I saw it. And I've seen people fall out with grandparents, parents, everything. It's a common trend. Siblings suing each other, siblings falling out after years. And then finally, when you come out the other side and you break free, you realize the truth. Anthony was stuck between obligation and resentment. He's a client of mine. We built boundaries, rewrote his role, and we cut emotional ties together once and for all. And he said, for the first time in my life, he's 42, I'm free. I'm free from them. I feel free. That free feeling, that wonderful feeling, that exciting feeling is long overdue. And it's also very much deserved. So you need to understand the core message with any toxic person, that you'll never be good enough for the wrong person. When you're never good enough for the wrong person, it means you need to walk away. You didn't choose them. You were born into it. And it's time to break free from it. No amount of delusion, blind loyalty, religion, or wishful thinking and hope is going to change the reality. They're toxic, not just to you, to each other, and enough is enough. I know it's hard. I know it's difficult, but those who break free initially feel devastated, heartbroken, but then go on to live happier, more successful, healthier, and more peaceful lives. No more drama, no more BS, no more arguments, no more anxiety. They're free. And so can you be. So, firstly, we must understand how the toxic family members are operating. And their favorite weapon is guilt. With guilt in their armor, they hold us back, talk us out of things, sabotage things that will genuinely improve the quality of our lives, make us more successful, happier, and so much more. So you want to move out, and they'll guilt trip you and say, I don't want to leave you out there. I don't want you to leave me. You've got to stay here. Then you live with them for the rest of your lives until they perish, God forbid. They'll guilt trip you into a career. They'll guilt trip you into staying in a relationship yourself that's toxic. They'll guilt trip you to think less of yourself, have low self-esteem and more. It's their favorite weapon. And it's the reason why you've not broken free, why your boundaries have been terrible, why you're watching this video and are desperate for answers. You don't owe anyone your peace. Love doesn't require emotional sacrifice. When we need to stand on our own 2 feet, when we need to move forward, we need to break free of the control. In a healthy family dynamic, which we don't have, and we need to accept that here. Okay? It's horrible, we need to accept the truth. Even though it's hard and difficult, with love and support, they allow you to go to that next stage, to do those things, to make your own mistakes. But when you're under the control of the puppet master, when it doesn't suit their narrative, when they've got agendas and so on, that's where the guilt comes out. Love doesn't require emotional sacrifice. Love requires compromise, respect, both ways. Hence why they need to nudge you on and move you forward, wishing you all the best in the process. Boundaries without consequences are just suggestions. How many times are you going to say no but still show up? How many times are you going to block and unblock? How many times are you going to let them in when they give you the crocodile tears? How many times are you going to forgive them for constantly shatting and crapping all over you at your doorstep? How many times are you going to lend them money and never get paid back? How many times are you going to allow them to disrespect you and your family and your own dynamic, your career? Boundaries without consequences are just empty threats. I'm going to do it, you say. I will do it. And you do it for 24 hours and then you back down. Or a couple of weeks, you back down again. You're quick to forget. Then you gaslight yourself and say, oh, but it's family, but it's my mom, it's this, whatever like that. What if you did it this way? Let's say the boundary is, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not lending you money anymore. Say it once. I'm not lending you money anymore. Enforce it twice. I said I'm not lending you money anymore. This isn't cruel. It's necessary. And then you go, no contact, and you instill distance. Let's say they are pestering you for money, but you like their company and so on and so forth. You say, listen, I am more than happy to socialize and hang out and everything, but if it's about money and lending money, that's where I draw a line. We need to stop that. We need to move on. Distance isn't cruel. It's necessary. And that is a boundary. So if they bring up the money, you don't see them. They're passive aggressive. You don't invite them. They kick you out because they're insecure and stupid and sensitive. You don't go back. You don't call them until they call you and apologize. You've been trained to feel responsible for their pain. This isn't just a generation thing. This could be with siblings and so on and so forth. These people have this arrogance and delusion to think, well, my family is my emotional punching bag. I'm going to let out all of my crap, all my unresolved trauma and drama and so on my family. My brother, sister, mum, uncle, dad, whatever. And from a young age, especially with parents, when they're having a hard time, when they can't handle the pain of life, they drink too much or whatever, they shout at you, they might smack you, they might abuse you, and you're the punching bag. And it's happened so often now that you've gaslighted and convinced yourself, well, they're having a hard time. So what? It's not acceptable. Well, they're going through stress. So are you. Yeah, but family's supposed to be there for each other. You're not supposed to lie down and take it. You're not supposed to be spoken to like that. You're not supposed to be treated like that. Their emotions are not your job. Let adults manage their own mess. Simple as that. It's not your job to fix them. You're not the therapist. If they were coming to you like this with sincerity and maturity, which they're not because they're toxic, remember, don't fall for the fantasy, and say, listen, I'm going through a hard time. Can we talk this through? Can you give me some advice? Okay, I'll take it on board. That's healthy communication. But instead, if they're ranting, screaming, shouting, flailing their arms around, being divas, being overly dramatic, causing drama, it's not your job. Let them manage their own mess. What about your mental health? What about your well-being? What about your suffering? What about your pain? Now, when we walk away from friends, jobs, and relationships even, it seems easier, doesn't it? Because they came into our lives and they can exit. But family, it's a different gravy. We almost feel like we're the villain here. We're evil. We worry about what people will say. How could they walk away from their parents? How could they never speak to their sister? How could they do X, Y, and Z? Because obviously family talk, family socialize. But I'm here to tell you a very uncomfortable but important truth. That walking away doesn't make you the villain. If you are self-aware, you know who the villain is. You know who the villains are. The toxic family members. You're not breaking the family. You're not the problem here. You're not evil. You're not nasty. You're not destructive. You're not tearing generations apart. You're not ruining religious ceremonies. You're not doing anything like that. There's only one thing you're breaking. You're breaking the cycle. The toxic family dynamic, members and people, will give you low self-esteem, will encourage you to think small, will make you fail, will ruin your relationships, will sabotage your goals, will keep you up at night, will cause you stress and anxiety, encourage you to drink, get into drugs, become addicted to things, seek validation in the wrong people for the wrong reasons. The toxic family, the longer you are in it, will destroy your life and future. So you're not breaking the family. You're breaking the cycle of abuse, negligence, and toxicity. If you don't do it, it's more of the same, and it will get worse and worse and worse. Toxic people, families don't need more chances. They need the one thing that they utterly deserve. Your distance. They'll never change. They're toxic. But maybe they'll treat you slightly better than you're treated now. And if you're ready to take your life back, let's help you walk away with strength the right way and cut through the noise and say it as it is. No one does it better than me. No one knows this better than me. Book a free call with me. The link's in the description and pinned comment below. This isn't love. This isn't family. Say it for what it really is. This is control. Are you sick and tired of feeling stuck in life or being weighed down by endless struggles? Maybe you're exhausted from being walked all over, or tired of never having boundaries, or not saying no, walking away, or stuck in toxic cycles and situations. Well, imagine breaking free from all of that, feeling powerful and totally in control of your life. When you work with me, there's no BS, no fluff, just real, personal transformation.
I won't lie, his direct no BS approach made me feel uncomfortable at times, but was absolutely necessary to reveal my blind spots that were holding me back to become the best version of myself.
He told me things I didn't want to hear, but I needed to hear. And it's helped me find myself again and to move on from it all and to rebuild and to come out stronger.
Now, you've seen my journey on YouTube about the power of walking away from the wrong people, overcoming addiction, handling grief, empowering myself from being rock bottom. But this isn't about me. This is not my story. This is your story. Imagine having a life on your terms, having a healthier, better relationship, being able to overcome your struggles and actually be at peace and taste happiness, maybe for the first time ever in your life.
I was skeptical at first, as he's not the cheapest, but my concerns were immediately put to rest when he presented a step-by-step detailed breakdown of my new life plan for me to follow immediately after the call.
I had a session with SCG. I just think that it was very, very beneficial, and he helped me work through my structure and path moving forward.
Now, other coaches fail when it comes to getting real results because they offer you generic advice that is not catered to you. It's a one-size-fits-all program, and it's a load of BS.
After watching countless videos on YouTube regarding heartbreak, I noticed that they were all similar. Go to the gym, hang around with friends, find a hobby, and all that other BS basically. Yeah, that's great advice, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the advice that I needed. That's when I came across SCG's videos.
But I'm different. I listen to you. I take notes. I ask the deep questions and personalize and cater to your needs to take you from where you are now to where you truly want to be. And it's a lot easier and simpler than you think.
What I appreciate the most is how SCG tailored the session to my specific needs and goals. After questioning and analysing my unique background and story, I feel he over-delivered, proving his genuine passion for his clients.
I totally recommend, if you're reaching out, if you're looking into having somebody who can listen with understanding and help you kind of bring different perspectives to what you're dealing with.
So here's what I want you to do. If you are genuinely serious about change and personal transformation, book a free discovery call right now down below. And also check out the testimonials from real people and real success stories of men and even women who've turned their lives around thanks to me. There are only limited spots available, to take advantage of this now, and it's only for serious people who are serious about change. So let's not delay. Let's not keep you where you are now, stuck in the same cycles, the same routines for another year. Let's work together and break free together and live life finally on your terms.
Truly, thank you, SCG.
I really appreciate you, SCG.
If you're going through something similar, he could help you also.
If you're thinking of coaching with him, try it out for sure. Reach out.
If you're struggling too, especially with heartbreak, or just like I am, or anything else for that matter, then please reach out to SCG. Book your free consultation, and I can assure you, you won't regret it. You can't put a price on your health, especially your mental health.